Coach, what separated this game from the others for your players to close out and win this competitive matchup?
Yeah, I thought, was really proud of them. Back and forth game, they got down a couple times and down in the fourth quarter. And then, there was just kind of a shift in mindset, I think, and I could see it in Deb and Freya, Emma out there on the court, and just you know, a, trying to, you could see Deb was determined to not lose today, and figure out a way to make positive things happen on both ends of the court. And I could just coach Deb long enough to see that, but she was the one that really, I think, it was most noticeable out there. And I don't know what it was. I think, just tired of playing so many close games. And, I didn't even think this was one of the better games that we've played in the last few. I thought Columbia, NAU, both much better offensive games for us. But, they just kind of made up their mind that we were going to win. And that was really good and a big step for us.
Emma, she got her first star this season and finished with a double-double. What presence did she had on the floor this game?
Emma's just gotten better and better through the course of this last month or so and the really tough games we've played. And she's quietly assertive out on the floor. When she has some freedom to operate and just kind of be a basketball player out there and make good instinctive decisions. She's a really good player, very nice athlete, does a really good job both ends of the floor. And I think, sometimes with some players, the less you tell them, the better they are. And I think for me, that's been a learning process with her. She doesn't need a ton of instruction, and she does better without a lot of instruction because her instincts are very good, and she's a very capable player on her own without being told what to do every step of the way.
And kind of talking about Emma, how did going with a longer lineup this game help to open up things offensively, but also apply pressure defensively?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Emma's very versatile. She can guard, post players. She can guard guards. She's, and she's, probably could have been starting for a long time over the course of the season. And, I think, her performance at Columbia and NAU really kind of solidified the fact that we need her out on the court and give her that opportunity to start the game for us. But it does give us some length with her and Freya and Deb out there. We've... And even, when Angie didn't start, but when we play Angie, she's pretty long at her position too. So, I do think that, helps us with rebounding. It helps us, ASU was either really tall or they were really little. Those can present a little bit of a challenge. We had Freya on their 6'7" kid, and then we had Emma on their 5'3" kid. So, but they both have the versatility to be able to guard those spots.
And then getting the first win against a Power 4 school in 3 years, how does this game cap off the non-conference season as you look towards Gonzaga next?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really tough non-conference schedule. I think we've played either the, team that's picked to finish first in their conference or the team that's had the player of the year or freshman player of the year on their team like every single game. So there hasn't been a break. It's been pretty relentless. And, we needed to get a win just to feel better about ourselves. I don't think our record is reflective of the team that we are capable of being. But, now we go to 0-0 and we play one of the top teams in the conference. I don't think we've beaten Gonzaga in 8 or 9 years. So, this will be a really tough matchup for us. I know our players, especially our returning players, are excited to play them. We've talked about kind of what our goals are and what our focus needs to be. And, I think last game before Christmas and first game to kick off the WC schedule, I think our kids will be excited.